Hi, I'm Nomi Shannon coming to you from the Healthy Kitchen. They put it in a plastic cup and they call it a Shrek smoothie, which I think is very, very clever. And who doesn't love Shrek? You get a nice flat bottom jar and you smash it. We're going to make two pastas today. The first one we're making out of zucchini. I've got a special gadget that I'm going to show you how to use. It's a lot of fun to make the pasta. You can also use it with carrots. But look what you get with it. Some of them are several feet long. Is that fun? All of the yummy flavorings in the pesto sauce, the garlic and the delicious basil, the pine nuts, are repeated in some ways in the beautiful marinara sauce we'll be making for you next. Too bad you don't have smell-o-vision because this just smells delicious. This stuff's good. We're going to use a secret ingredient that's really going to make even, pale winter tomatoes taste yummy. If it has a seed, it's a fruit. The cucumber's a fruit, the tomato's a fruit. And then what I'm going to do to make it look thick and red and yummy the way marinara should be is I got some sun-dried tomatoes, and they're just plain sun-dried tomatoes. The secret is, even in the winter and even if you don't have yummy tomatoes, the sun-dried tomatoes have been picked at the peak of ripeness, and so they will give you your flavor and your substance. Do you remember when, your grandma cooked marinara sauce on the back of the stove, and she'd keep it on the stove all day long, and the steam would rise, it would smell so delicious, and then at the very end she'd put a little teaspoon of sugar in to balance the acidity of the tomato. Well, what we do is we use a little bit of sweet date for the same effect. Smells divine. So one more date, a little more liquid. A little more ivu. And some more Italian seasoning. I don't bother to get rid of the seeds. A lot of chefs don't like to use the seeds. I feel that there's some nourishment in these seeds, and they don't bother me at all, but if you would prefer, absolutely go ahead and seed it. And then what you want to do is chiffonade some basil. See, I have 5 or 6 little basil leaves in a stack, and I'm rolling them up in a little cigar shape. And the end where the stem is, I'm cutting off and discarding. And then I'm just slicing through, and now I have my chiffonade. The final thing you want to do is add salt. This is in a colander. Toss it all together. Do this before you leave for work in the morning. This is something that's best for summer when you have just fabulous, fabulous tomatoes. If you want it to taste Italian, this is what you want to use. A little bit of parsley. Boom, 1 sprig. We have the marinara, we have the pomodoro, and waiting in the background we have the pesto. And in a moment we're going to put them all together for you. While you were away, we boiled up some pasta for you. So this is the same pesto sauce that I dressed the raw pasta with. Pretty green sauce. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use the pomodoro that we made and let it soak all day long while we were away at work, or if you prefer, you can let it soak all night if you want to serve it, for a noontime meal or something like that. And there you go. There's your second pasta with your second sauce. Not only do you look at the date, which is important, but you have to really carefully inspect it. Because what happens, unfortunately, all too often is the date is right, but the refrigerated truck, I've seen this happen, they put the salad stacked up on the end of the truck and the sun is shining on it for like 10 minutes and it gets spoiled. I like a little touch of sweetness. I like to mix all the flavors. My sweetness of choice for a salad is very often maple syrup. It is not raw, but is truly, maple syrup is my favorite taste. If one were to say, what's your favorite taste? I know a lot of people would say chocolate. It's just maple syrup for me. I just love it. Lots of times the color of food looks so appetizing or delicious, but when it's store-bought, lots of times it has food coloring in it. And of course, a lot of food coloring is really toxic. So, and there you have lemon pudding to serve your guests. If you like, you can put a little bit of lemon zest over it, just for a pretty look. Make sure you only scrape just the yellow part because the white part is a little bitter. Here's your pasta meal spread out before you. Both the cooked pasta, the raw pasta, and the two sauces, your marinara and your pomodoro, and your lemon pudding. I hope that you enjoyed it. I sure had a lot of fun showing you how to make these things, and I hope you try them at home. This is Nomi, Shannon, and this is The Healthy Kitchen.